I've been slacking for a while. I'm back into making reviews, starting with Rearview Mirror, where Michael Beck is very upset that the house he robbed has no one to kill. So he decides to kill mice that are in a cage in the house. Ray from the future here. I'm sure one of you assholes is going to say, actually, they're hamsters or some bullshit. I don't care if they're fucking elephants. Keep it to yourself. After taking his cousin out of school against the teacher's wishes, Michael Beck decides to steal a car, and it just happens to have a baby in it. Well, what do you do when you find a baby? Last year when this happened in real life, the guy drove the car back to the mother and screamed at her for leaving her kid alone. Michael Beck chooses a different path, though.
Gave me a scare.
I gave myself a scare. Imagine being on I-95 and out of diapers. How'd I give you a scare?
Move the car.
Move the car.
Don't worry, nothing happens to any babies. Sure, they put the baby in a sack and are about to throw it in the river weighted down with cinder blocks, but they are caught by a woman clipping leaves for her gardening club.
Hey? What are you two doing? Hey, stop that!
Come on,
Will you
come on.
get away from there? Hey!
The two bad guys, who I will be referring to as Michael Beck and Cousin in this review, had been hitchhiking earlier in the movie when a RV passed them. Coincidentally, the RV is owned by the woman who stopped them from drowning the baby. So, as petty revenge for not picking them up because they're violent, terrible criminals, they decide to kidnap her.
Dog, got ourselves a home on wheels. What I got here. Plenty of shells, too.
Michael Beck isn't thrilled to see his shotgun back there because she had offered to sit in that exact same spot while he drove. Suspecting she was going to blow his head off, a cop passes by because, missing baby. But they decide to stop for gas and to get diapers because the mom did leave the baby alone to get diapers after all. And kidnapped woman acts really weird, hoping isn't a fucking word, hoping that the cashier will remember her.
He's gonna need water and...
Woman, I told you he's fine! Shut your... You get me one of them hot girly magazines.
Whew. Sure is a cold day. Are you sure? Because I really need a box of chocolate cookies with vanilla cream filled.
I told you, lady, we don't have none.
Opening. What the fuck? Anyway, she writes a note on the bathroom wall and is punished by Michael Beck threatening to pull her earring out. And then we get Marino, a cop who, unlike every other cop in this fucking movie, says, hey, maybe it's Michael Beck. And they're like, nah, he's a good old boy. He broke into a house. He's not a kidnapper and murderer. He's just a good old boy.
Which reminds me, I got a little bone to pick with you, something naughty you done back there at that filling station.
What? I didn't do anything.
Michael Beck pretends I didn't see the note on the mirror and is actually yelling at her for not revealing that the RV has a leaky radiator.
You recognize this? Yeah, I bought that for Bobby yesterday.
Well, that's good news. Mr. Davenport was found on the other side of the bridge.
Why is that good news? Well, it's better Bobby was taken over there instead of to the pond.
It's a charm.
You mean, off a bracelet?
Sort of. Only it doesn't have a hole to attach it, so it's probably part of a set. You know, like you're baking a birthday cake.
Oh, come on, those are made of plastic.
They didn't used to be.
These dummies already solved the case, but they're busy, I don't know what they're doing.
She caught him coming out of the ladies' restroom. Would you believe she phoned in the number to the camper he was driving?
It was on a bridge with a big rock in it. Like for drowning a cat?
Yes, this couldn't be our country boy Jerry Sam, could it?
No, it ain't his M.O.
Let's just ignore that the cop's first instinct when seeing a bag is, wow, you could drown the hell out of a cat with this. The clip where he says, get me a girly mag, does come back because he makes her read him Penthouse Forum letters.
I would like to relate to you an experience I had during this past summer. I'm a 21-year-old woman attending college in New York State. My sister and I both look alike, tall, blonde, and very sexy.
Spoiler, the woman and her sister tag team the paperboy. So, new plan. She convinces the cousin that she was thinking of him while reading the Penthouse Forum letters and tricks him into turning on Michael Beck. Problem is, Michael Beck hears the whole conversation and it doesn't go well for the cousin.
Come on, boy.
A little head start.
New plan. She convinces Michael Beck that she is also guilty of stealing the baby because she paid for the gas.
I bought us gas.
What are you talking about?
Gas is an interstate commodity. And there's a law called complicity, and when I bought us an interstate commodity, I gave up my rights as a non-guilty hostage. It's true. I saw it on a rerun of Streets of San Francisco. Would Carl Malden lie?
A bunch more of Marino trying to convince these dumbass cops that Michael Beck is a bad guy, including her driving right past Marino, who got pulled over by a local cop because local cops are the worst. Michael Beck has a plan of his own. Have sex all night and then commit murder-suicide. Great plan, Mike.
We'll find us a nice house, love all night. Then I'll shoot you. I shoot myself, too.
The movie ends with a bunch of car chases and action scenes and explosions. In this weird drama, barely thriller movie, we get a shitload of explosions and fire at the end. Overall, been saving that one up for a while. I was hoping for more action in this one, honestly. We get it at the end. This is an acting movie. This is a lot of conversations, and it's a good movie. It's just not scary. It's not what I was looking for me. Yeah, there's a lot of like faults. They tell you the baby's dead, but then it's not. And Martino is the name of the cops, not Marino. He is just too smart that it gets kind of annoying. Because you know he's right, and these other cops are just dumbasses. There's a long scene where a guy who was obviously supposed to be an extra in the back holding a gun starts fucking with it and can't get it to the shotgun. So he finally gets it to work, and he just walks over to another dude and he's like, "Here you are, Sarge, I cleared it for you." Because he would have looked like a fucking dumbass otherwise. And these characters, everyone's so dumb except for Martino. Yeah, it's an acting movie. The cast is great. I just wanted a little bit more action, and it takes way too long to get to that part of the movie. As I said, the acting in this one is great. The three main characters are the woman, played by Lee Remick. She was the mom on The Omen. The cop, Martino, played by Tony Masante, who we saw a long time ago in the movie The Incident, where he and James Caan hold hostage a subway car full of people, and Michael Beck from The Warriors. The guy who goes, Warriors, come out and play. He has this psycho character down. Really good. The writing directing team for this one is also pretty impressive, based on a novel by Carolyn B. Cooney called Kidnapped, and adapted for the screen by Lorenzo Semple Jr., who all of his credits are adapted screenplays based on novels, comic books, existing stuff like Flash Gordon. It is directed by Lou Antonio, who has been directing TV episodes and TV movies since the 60s up until 2007, with a strong emphasis on made-for-TV true stories. Lou Antonio, however, will always be best known for the episode of Star Trek the Original Series, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. That's right, he plays the leader of the half-white, half-black people that fight the half-black, half-white people in that really weird episode of Star Trek. As always, thank you for watching, and I shall try to do better next time. No bonus clip this time. Goodbye.